Good morning. It's Thursday, April 28th, 2022, and I'm back with another twin flame reading. I'm Brittany. I'm a psychic and a healer. So let's jump into the reading for Divine Feminine. Now, I use she for Divine Feminine and he for Divine Masculine. That's how I differentiate between the energies. If you have another way, then please implement it. So the deck could be easy for Divine Feminine will be the White Light Oracle by Elena Fairchild. So let's see what's going on for Divine Feminine. So the first card for Divine Feminine will be Telepathy of Terra Mater. So I do see that Divine Feminine is actually in still a very high vibration. And this vibration is helping her actually have the energy to get through the day. I feel like Divine Feminine is actually dealing with some ascension symptoms. And these symptoms could make her feel a little bit tired. She may feel a little bit weary. But I feel like Divine Feminine is still soldiering on. She knows what the Divine expects of her. And I feel like she's following the Divine. She's not questioning her intuition anymore. Divine Feminine is doing her utmost to remain in a flow state. And I feel Divine Feminine feels this giddiness about her. She just doesn't know why she feels so good. But she's not questioning it because Divine Feminine, she just has no time for dumbing herself down. She has no time to actually force herself to fit in. If Divine Feminine doesn't fit in, then she doesn't fit in. She's not going to force something to work if she has no interest. So Divine Feminine, I feel like you're also purging right now, and this purging could be like some sort of deep-seated trauma in regards to the Divine Masculine. Perhaps there was this injustice that you had that you couldn't forgive, and I feel like that's actually going to be purged right now. And I feel like this purging is going to help you. So I do feel like it's going to help you be in a even more higher vibration. But I feel like it's going to help you be compassionate yet detached toward the Divine Masculine. And the next card I see for Divine Feminine is you see Tisco 333. So I feel like 333 could be a number sequence you're seeing right now, Divine Feminine. I feel like the angels are giving you numbers like 333, 1111, 111. There's also 222. And what I actually see for Divine Feminine, wow, I do see like there's a lot of solar plexus activations going on for Divine Feminine. So I do think that Divine Feminine may feel a little bit masculine right now. She may feel like she feels the need to be proactive, to be productive. And that's good because Divine Feminine needs to balance her Divine Masculine energy. And I do feel like Divine Feminine is gaining a newfound appreciation for masculine energy. She may have been a little bit iffy to be the energy because of her experiences with masculinity. And I do feel like she kind of had a negative point of view about it, but now Divine Feminine is like saying, you know what, I'll make it I'll be positive. So I feel like Divine Feminine is actually thinking more positive. She's looking on the bright side. She's looking at the silver lining, and Divine Feminine is not going to let anybody ruin that positivity that she has. And Divine Feminine, what I see for Divine Feminine is that there's a lot of newness in her energy. She feels like very amped up. I mean, I feel like she feels tired, but she feels good. Like she doesn't feel like empty. She feels fulfilled. And I do think that Divine Feminine is like a little bit confused about the energy center. But we live in a world of paradoxes, Divine Feminine. So enjoy while you last. You deserve it. And I do feel like Divine Feminine is becoming more and more in touch with their inner strength. She's always had a quiet inner strength, but I feel like it's coming louder and louder because now people are knowing not to fuck with Divine Feminine. I feel like that whoever is trying to aggravate Divine Feminine or lure her vibe, I feel like that she's protected right now. So any and all attempts at tearing down Divine Feminine will be thwarted. You're protected, Divine Feminine. I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes, but really that's the truth. and the sun of 417 hertz. So I do feel like Divine Feminine may be meditating a lot more than usual. And I feel like this meditation, I feel like she's actually looking for answers, about her mission, her life purpose. She's no longer interested in what's happening with Divine Masculine. It is what it is. Divine Feminine is more focused about bringing home the bacon. I feel like that she's actually making money. She could be a psychic on the side, or she could be a tarot card reader, but it's very lucrative for Divine Feminine. And I feel like Divine Feminine sees a prospect in it, but she's actually coming up with a game plan. She may be a little bit confused, but she feels the Divine will guide her. She's no longer going to try to force it to flow. She's planning, but she's not planning too far ahead, because again, Divine Feminine knows she has to be flexible. She can't be rigid. She has to, again, be in flow state. And what I also see for Divine Feminine is I do feel like Divine Feminine is also clearing any sexuality wounds. It could be like in regards to molestation, rape. But I feel like, again, these are like, if these happen to Divine Feminine, I feel like she's purging it, and thus purging the misogyny in her family tree. So I do feel like, again, Divine Feminine is going through this whole purging, because again, I feel like she's actually reclaiming her freedom. So yeah, freedom blocks are being removed. So I feel like Divine Feminine is going to be, again, the more she's in flow state, the easier it is for her to purge. And I feel like Divine Feminine may have had a sort of violence when she purged initially, but I feel like that she's more comfortable. She trusts the process, so she's not as resistant anymore. And I feel like this resistance for Divine Feminine, well, this resistance, yeah, I feel like, again, she had fear. But I feel like Divine Feminine, again, she's in flow state, so everything's being good for her. And I do feel like Divine Feminine is no longer miserable. She's like happy. She's happy. Again, I feel like Divine Feminine is at a very high vibration, and she's doing exactly what the universe is wanting her to do. And the next card is Anapasius. So I do feel like, again, Divine Feminine, I do see that yeah, I feel like the crown chakra activations are going on for Divine Feminine as well. She's becoming more and more attuned to the divine. She may have second-guessed her intuition in the past, but now she's not doing it anymore. Her intuitive downloads are on point. And Divine Feminine is like saying, you know what? I feel like I'm right. She's no longer telling people about her findings. She wanted a second opinion in the past, and now Divine Feminine is like said, I know this is the right opinion. I'm not going to let anybody tell me otherwise. And I do feel like Divine Feminine, I do feel like she's caring more for her skin. I do see that Divine Feminine is paying more attention to her physical vessel. I feel like she's actually she's dressing up. I feel like that she's actually, she's taking more care of her appearance. And I do feel like that's showing for Divine Feminine. Because Divine Feminine, I feel like, again, this is actually up your vibration as well. So I feel like Divine Feminine is making healthier choices. She's going with the flow. She's also paying attention to her body. And I do feel like Divine Feminine is also losing weight as well. She has actually changed her diet. So I feel like Divine Feminine's, So what I also see for Divine Feminine is that, I feel that you're actually on top of your game, Divine Feminine, and that you're doing really good right now. Though I do see at the moment that you're also overthinking, probably like little things when it comes to your life. Don't worry, the universe will take care of you. You're on the right path, so the universe will look out for you. You just have to trust. And I know that it's very hard. I do feel like some Divine Feminines have actually been in overly masculine energy. And it's slight, but I do feel like, again, it's not slight. You know what I mean. I feel like it's not current masculine energy. It's definitely Divine Masculine energy. But again, she just needs to know when to yield. And I do feel like Divine Feminine is still having trouble surrendering her future. Because I feel like, again, Divine Feminine is very attached to her future. She wants something to happen. And something, she wants to be successful. She wants to be, again, I feel like these are things that are tied to her self-worth. And the next card I see for Divine Feminine is Yogini of 285 Hertz. So I do feel like that maybe some Divine Feminines have actually been inhibited by their, I do think they're interferes, but I do feel like that most of the stuff that Divine Feminine is dealing with has to do with self-worth. Again, I feel like the Divine Feminine may have actually had her intelligence undermined and her intuition undermined when she was younger. So again, I feel like that she actually cater to other people's opinions because, again, she wanted their approval. She believed that they were right. And now Divine Feminine is like saying, you know what? I believe I'm right, and I'm in the right, and I'm not gonna let people manipulate me. So I feel like Divine Feminine is also setting much more rigid boundaries. And I also see that Divine Feminine, yeah, I feel like that your third eye is going through an activation too, Divine Feminine. You're more perceptive. You're not you're more in touch with your moral compass. And I feel like, again, Divine Feminine may have had some dark energy. I feel like, again, attachments, entities, it also could be some heavy energy, but I feel like, again, she's moving all that, and she's starting to be reconnected to her inner self. So I feel like for Divine Feminine has been feeling more and more like her old self, and that's a good thing, because you have actually reconnected with your core self, Divine Feminine, and that's much to be proud of. And one more card for Divine Feminine is Charged Lion Gate 888. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, this energy that you're in, I feel like it's going to get even better and better for you. And I feel come by Lionsgate, which is on August 8th, I feel like you'll be in a different state of mind. And I do feel like, again, Divine Feminine, you're becoming more and more courageous. You're true to yourself now. You're not going to let anybody sway you. And I feel like that you, stand your ground, Divine Feminine. Stay on this course because you're doing so great. And I'm so proud of you. As is the Divine. So yeah, that is it for Divine Feminine. So the next deck I'm going to be using is Edgar Allan Poe Tarot by Rose White, illustrated by Eugene Smith. So let's see what's going on for Divine Masculine. So the first card for Divine Masculine will be the Hermit. So I do see that Divine Masculine is very reflective right now. He's reminiscing about the Divine Feminine. And what's going on is that he's just like thinking, where the heck, why did I give up this woman? Why did I give up /man? But why did I give up that this relationship? He's wondering, like, is what he's looking for. He's seeing that is what he needs, Divine Feminine. But the thing is, because of his ego, he feels as though he's pushed her away and he's lost her forever. But he feels like he has to try to reach out to her regardless. I feel like that he's actually been being a martyr, believing that he's actually stays away, then he would protect Divine Feminine. But now he doesn't even believe that anymore. He feels like he's protected himself and not the Divine Feminine. And he's made Divine Feminine very disheartened. He's pushed her away, and he's seeing that he does need her in a sense. Not in a codependent way, but he just needs to see her again. He needs to talk to her one more time. But he doesn't know how to do that because, again, it seems like that things are, I feel like Divine Masculine's being self-critical. I feel like, again, he's dealing with a mother wound right now. I feel like that he maybe if he's has a mother figure, I don't think it's a mother figure in his life. I feel like, again, not the karmic. I'm feeling it's like family drama right now. And it could be because Mother Days is coming up. So I feel like, again, he may be in the outs with his mother. He could be arguing with his mother. It could be his sister as well. But I don't definitely see a karmic. I mean, the mother's a karmic, yeah. But I just feel like, again, this is someone that it's just not, they're not opposed to the union between Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. I feel like, again, this is just disagreements and all. So there's nothing negative about it. But I do feel like Divine Masculine is like thinking that this person's not on their side. Because, again, I feel like this person's playing devil's advocate, but Divine Masculine is also playing devil's advocate to himself. So I feel like this outer reality is reflecting his inner reality, but I don't think Divine Masculine quite sees this that way. He's in a victim mentality right now, believing that he's lost his one shot at true happiness, and he thought that he could find happiness without Divine Feminine. I feel like that for a time he felt that Divine Feminine was bad to his image, but now he's seeing that she's not. That image was relative, and what Divine Masculine really needs is someone that was supportive unconditionally, will love him unconditionally, will challenge him, yes, but again, he just needs that loyalty and fidelity that he looked so hard for. But I do think, again, Divine Masculine has found it within himself. But I feel like, again, Divine Masculine is purging loyalty wounds. So I do feel like he was a little bit shifty. He was also a little bit deceptive. A little, as some of you guys like saying, a lot. Yes, a lot. But I do see now Divine Masculine is seeing that he was protecting himself. He was not protecting the Divine Feminine. And the next card is the King of Pentacles. So I feel like Divine Masculine is worried about his finances right now. I do feel like the Karmic is trying to get at the money. And I do feel like Divine Masculine is more protective of his money right now, because I feel like he's actually set boundaries. So I feel like Divine Masculine is protecting this money at the moment, because, again, he was a little bit the Karmic was very overindulgent with it, and now Divine Masculine's like saying, I have a significantly less money than before. I got to put boundaries. And I feel the Karmic got mad at him, but the Divine Masculine's like, what else can you do? You're not responsible. So I feel like, again, he's actually standing his ground against the Karmic. He's not letting her walk over him anymore, because, again, what's going on with Divine Masculine is that he feels empowered. He feels like he doesn't care what people, he still does care about what people think, but I'm like saying, he's not going to let that debilitate him. So I feel like Divine Masculine is improving Divine Feminine. That's a very good thing. But again, he's still not in the vibration to match it quite yet. He's still at the beginning of his own awakening. So I feel like, again, I don't think that Divine Masculine quite understands that he's being led towards you regardless. I do think if he knew that ahead of time, his ego would say, no! But I feel like Divine Masculine is being pushed to grow. He's not seeing that it links yet to you, Divine Feminine. And even if Divine Masculine were to come across this video and saying, I think he still wouldn't believe it. Because I do see that there's heart chakra activation. So I feel like Divine Masculine is becoming much more heart-centered. He's regaining lost pieces of his old self. So I feel like, again, Divine Masculine may have gone through a soul retrieval, an inadvertent one though. But I do feel like this has actually boosted his self-esteem significantly. And pardon the background noise, I do live in a group home, so yeah. The next card is the Three of Cups. So I do feel like Divine Masculine is actually seeing that people around him are wearing masks. They're not exactly in his best interests. But he doesn't exactly know how to get out just yet. I feel like he's planning. He's actually doing a contingency plan right now. It may seem like he's actually enjoying time, living his false life, but he's not. He's doing some serious thinking, Divine Feminine. And I feel like he's no longer impulsive. He's wiser. He's more intuitive. It may seem like he's not as intuitive as you. That's true. But this, I feel like, again, he's getting there. He's getting there. Please be patient and please be understanding, Divine Feminine, because I feel like Divine Masculine in many ways has protected you. And I mean, I know you didn't ask for the protection, but I do feel like he also protected himself at the same time. So I feel like, again, he's starting to realize that he's deceptive and that he's dishonest. And he's starting to see what does Divine Feminine mean when I feel like Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine may have got into an argument, and she said that you'll always be alone if you keep on caring about what people think. And it doesn't have to be like that, but I feel like, again, this last argument triggered the hell out of Divine Masculine. And now he's seeing what Divine Feminine says. And in the past, he would have been too proud, but he's like saying, I'm tired of this. I think she's right. Is it really worth actually losing Divine Feminine over this? Or maybe we've already lost her. But either way, Divine Masculine sees he has to get out of this situation. And he's hoping that Divine Feminine would have an answer. But again, he wants to. He doesn't want to rely on Divine Feminine. He wants Divine Feminine to rely on him. But again, he knows that's a long way to go. But again, I feel like he feels really idealistic about this. And I also see that there's some backstabbing that's going on in his circle. I feel like that someone betrayed him. And I think he got into a lot of trouble. And I do feel like some Divine Masculines could be being watched by the police. Doesn't have to be. I also see that, but I feel like someone's watching him. I feel like that he could, if he's like, he could be in some sort of illicit sort of gathering, and I feel like that's pretty much the Divine is like saying, get out of this, get out of this. Because I feel like, again, the Divine Masculine may have been on the wrong side of the law for a while, but again, I feel like now he's more in a authentic energy, more Divine Masculine. He's not taking shortcuts anymore. He's not cutting corners. He's realizing that he has to be frank. He has to be honest. He has to be hardworking. And I feel like Divine Masculine snapping out of this egotistical energy. he might not see, he not see yet, but in the long run, I feel like this is actually improving divine masculine. And the next card is the 8 of Wands. So I do feel like there's a lot of delays right now with divine masculine, and these delays for divine masculine, I feel like these delays are happening because, again, divine masculine needs to turn his life around. He needs to turn the wheel. He needs to go in the right direction. He needs to be his authentic self. I feel like he's awakening to this, and I do feel like that someone could be seeing crows. I also see that someone's driving, and I do see that there's crows hitting birds. And I feel like this is a bad sign. Again, he's getting a lot of bad signals, bad signs right now. I do feel like divine masculine has a little bit of an unlucky streak right now, and again, this is the divine protecting him. And I feel like he's going to do what the divine says regardless of what he thinks. Because, again, divine masculine has been going awry for a while. And now he has to get back on his original life path. And I do see that there's going to be people that more and more people are going to betray him. He has to change. And I also see solar plexus activations going on. I feel like divine masculine could be not eating as much. I feel like he's kind of sick. And I feel like he's throwing up whatever is not actually good for him in the system. So I feel like, again, divine masculine is being forced to eat healthier as well. And I also see that divine masculine could be watching divine feminine. I mean, of course, he may have blocked her, but I feel like he has ways to actually check up on her. Could be sidekicks. It could be he stalks her social media. He could drive her at work. He could actually be seeing her from the house. He has his ways, divine feminine. And I feel like, again, he just has this unconditional love for divine feminine. He has this starry-eyed. I feel like he's looking at this relationship with rose-colored glasses. He's seeing that it's everything to him. And he's seeing that he's not exactly in alignment with her, and he wants to be in alignment with her, and that's what he's actually trying to do. I mean, if he wants to change his life too. So what I actually am seeing for divine masculine is that I feel that he's also trusting in his own wings as well. He's trusting himself. He's actually, he's breaking free of what everybody else is thinking. He may not see it, but he is. He's actually trusting in his intuition. That's why divine feminine has actually set that up. So the third to last card is the Knight of Swords. So I do feel like divine masculine is a very cantankerous right now. I feel like he's actually he could be getting into a lot more verbal quarrels with everybody. It's not just the karmic. I feel like, again, anybody that is in a lower vibration than him, and I feel like his vibration is skyrocketing. So I feel like, again, like it or not, he's being pushed toward the path of spirituality. Because, again, I feel like divine masculine has gotten some downloads. Intuitively, he knows these things are wrong, but he keeps on choosing them. So I feel like the divine is actually turning his life around for him, and it's going to be a lot harder. And I feel like, again, he's not surrendering. He's too arrogant to think that he does. I do feel like, again, this ego energy is, again, because even though he's like he's significantly better than he was divine feminine, but I feel like, again, that ego still kicks in anymore. And I feel like divine masculine is slowly but surely differentiating between his ego and his intuition. I feel like that is actually, I feel like the divine masculine is trying to bury the past between you two. And he wants to start over, but he thinks that you won't reciprocate. You won't exactly be there. And I know that it's absurd because you've always been there for her, but I think, again, divine masculine is seeing that he's actually is in danger of losing you for good, and he has to turn things around. He doesn't know how long it's going to take, but I think he's hoping, he's praying to his guides to please just give him one more chance. He doesn't want to lose you, and he knows that it's been you. It's always been you, divine feminine. But again, he also sees that he also has to put himself first. And I feel like, again, it's going to take a while. So I do feel like that's why the soulmate has come. Because, again, I feel like that you too are displeased with your divine masculine. So again, I think by the time he comes around, I feel like that you'll be in a different vibration. I feel like you'll feel differently toward him. And not being shown which type of differently, of course. But I also see that divine masculine is educating himself about this connection. I feel like that he knows your twin flames. I feel like that he's actually looked into this connection on his own. And if you told him, that's different, because I feel like he's being he's like, maybe she has a point, but if you haven't told him anything about the connection, but I think he's accepted it, because, again, you're not the one that positioned it. And I do think that, again, I do feel like the Divine Masculine is like saying, you know what, this connection explains everything. It explains why I cannot get over her. And I feel like, again, Divine Masculine is like wondering, I don't think I'm ever going to get over her, but exactly, how do I get her back? How do I change my life around? How do I I don't want her to be the one that got away? And I do feel like Divine Masculine doesn't want to be a playboy anymore. He's just tired of that lifestyle. People are going gaga over him. But it inflated his ego, yes, but now he's seen that they don't love him for him. Not like Divine Feminine did. And that's why Divine Feminine is the one for him, because again, he knows that Divine Feminine has his best interest at heart. And he has hers. I mean, it may seem like he does it, but he's always been supportive of Divine Feminine. He supports her. I feel that he actually knows that he actually supports her psychic business as well. And he's actually her biggest fan. He's always like saying, I hope Divine Feminine does well. I hope she's happy. I want her to be the best version of herself. And I've always liked it when Divine Feminine's always like been on top of her game. She's always has so much love to give. So I feel like he's actually reminiscing about you quite hard, Divine Feminine. And the second to last card is the Death in reverse. So I feel like, again, Divine Masculine is resisting this ego death. And this ego death is going to have Divine Masculine run toward Divine Feminine. I feel like he's going to take a risk. He's going to take a leap of faith quite soon. And it's going to be uncalculated as well. It's going to be impulsive. It's just going to be spur of the moment. He can try to delay the process as much as he wants, but he will come toward Divine Feminine eventually. And again, I feel like the karmic is trying to prevent this relationship from unfolding, but she has no control over it anymore. Again, I feel like Divine Feminine is pretty much the one who's won. So I feel like the karmic is still trying to do spell work, and I do feel like she may have tried to do a death spell on Divine Feminine, but I feel like, again, this is not working. And I feel like, again, the karmic is going through a rapid aging right now, even more rapid aging than usual. And I do also see the Divine Masculine's not interested in karmic anymore. And if the karmic is romantically, if it's just like a family member, I don't think he's actually talking to them anymore. They're trying to get his attention, but he's not having it. He's not having it because, again, Divine Masculine is choosing himself. He's on the route to becoming the best version of himself, and he's actually finally, yeah. Again, I know Divine Feminine doesn't see it. The majority of Divine Feminines, there's a small few that actually just see it and just like, like, sure, whatever. But I do feel like, again, there's a lot of anger that the karmic has. And I feel like the karmic's contract with the Divine Masculine is over. But I feel like, again, she's also getting a time limit as well. Because, again, if she doesn't move, I feel like it's going to end very badly. I feel like badly for her if she keeps on trying to hold on to this relationship. She's being told to let go, and she's not doing it. And I also see that Divine Masculine is ready to let go of the relationship with the karmic, but he's doing it for reasons that are unrelated to the Divine Feminine. He's doing it for himself. He's not going to I feel like, again, he gets a lot of comments from his family. Why are you still with her? I feel like, again, he doesn't want his family to alienate him, so I think that's one of the reasons why he's doing it. But the real reason why he's doing it is because he's not into her. He's not gonna live a lie anymore. He wants to be happy, and the karmic is everything that they've grown apart. And again, they're not exactly compatible anymore. He has love for the karmic, yes, but he doesn't love her. And he feels like he's doing her a service. And he's doing the right thing by saying that he can't love her. He can't try to love her. He's realizing that he just can't love her. And yes, and he just wants the karmic to be happy. And I do feel like, again, I feel like the Divine Masculine is also purging a lot of heavy energy. And I feel like, again, he's snapping out of karmic energy and shifting into Divine Masculine energy. And the last card will be the Six of Swords in reverse. So I feel like, again, the karmic is trying to make sure this relationship does not happen between Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. But she can try all she wants. It's going to happen anyway. Because, again, this relationship has been held up by people that are opposed to the union, and I feel like, again, it's going to happen regardless, because Divine Feminine is doing what she's doing, and now Divine Masculine is doing what he's doing. So again, things are going to go a lot more smoothly. She can, the karmic can try to control the relationship, but it's not going to happen, because, again, it's time. Everybody has to evolve or repeat, and I don't think Divine Masculine is going to repeat. So yeah, that is it for Divine Masculine. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you another time. Namaste.